Did the Roman Empire really fall? Or did it just pull off the greatest rebranding in history? It's a fascinating theory that the Roman Empire didn't collapse, but instead transformed into the Roman Catholic Church. Let's unpack the history, the symbolism, and the truth behind this monumental idea. When we talk about the fall of Rome, we usually mean the year 476 CE, when the last Western Roman emperor was kicked off the throne. But that's only half the story. In the East, the Byzantine Empire, which called itself the Roman Empire, thrived for another 1,000 years. So, Rome didn't just vanish. Its legacy was far too powerful. The foundations of European legal systems. That's Roman law, the language of scholars and diplomats for centuries, Latin. The idea of a centralized, powerful authority, pure Roman DNA. The empire's body might have been gone in the West, but its ghost was very much alive. Now, as political chaos swept across Western Europe, a new power was rising from the ashes of the old empire. The Christian Church, with its headquarters right in Rome. Think about it, the empire had lost its emperor, but the church had its pope, the Bishop of Rome. The title he inherited, Pontifex Maximus, was the same title held by the high priest of the old Roman religion, a role once held by the emperors themselves. The Vatican didn't just move into the neighborhood. It adopted Rome's entire operational model, the administrative structures, the legal frameworks, even the architectural styles. It was all Roman. Dioceses, the administrative districts of the empire, became the administrative districts of the church. These kingdoms rose and fell. It was the church that preserved knowledge, literacy, and a sense of unified order, effectively stepping into the shoes of the old imperial bureaucracy. The political empire was replaced by a spiritual one. So when people say Rome became the church, they're pointing to some undeniable truths. The church physically occupied the city of Rome and repurposed its magnificent buildings. The Pope's authority began to mirror that of an emperor, complete with a complex hierarchy, the ability to levy taxes, conduct diplomacy, and, for a time, even command armies in the Papal States. Symbolically, the transformation was everywhere. The Roman eagle gave way to the Christian cross. The Basilica, once a Roman public hall for law and commerce, became the blueprint for the grand churches of Christendom. From a certain perspective, you could say Rome's political empire simply evolved into a spiritual one, keeping the same skeleton, but dressed in new religious robes. Some interpretations take this even further, venturing into more esoteric territory. They suggest this wasn't just a gradual evolution, but a deliberate strategy by the Roman elite to maintain power. Instead of ruling with legions and swords, they would rule with faith and scripture. The crowning of Charlemagne in 800 CE as the Holy Roman Emperor is seen as a clear attempt to resurrect the old empire, this time with the Church's official seal of approval. These views often highlight parallels between the Roman Senate and the Vatican's College of Cardinals, or between Roman law and the Church's canon law. While these ideas make for a compelling narrative, it's important to separate historical fact from symbolic interpretation. There's no secret document or hidden conspiracy here. What we have is evidence of a slow, complex, and fascinating transformation. So, what's the final verdict? Did the Roman Empire just rebrand itself? Well, in a metaphorical sense, yes, the political empire in the West did end in 476 CE, but its institutions, its language, its administrative genius, and its central authority didn't die. They were inherited, absorbed, and repurposed by the Roman Catholic Church. The Church became the vessel that carried Rome's legacy through the Middle Ages and into the modern world. So, the Roman Empire didn't truly die. It metamorphosed. It traded its legions for missionaries, its political decrees for papal bulls, and transformed from an empire of military might into an empire of faith. Thanks for watching. If you found this dive into history as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe to see more.